In a world of war and chaos, one man chose a simpler path. Dan Pond, hunter, fisherman, and seeker of the wild. Just the open world, a fishing rod, and a dream of earning a WoW token through survival and skill. This is Dan Pond. Alright, we're here after a couple of the quests. We've got this chicken, and all you have to do, I believe, is keep doing /chicken on these chickens, and eventually, if we're lucky, they'll give us a quest. Unless I am completely wrong in the location of where it's at. It's the wrong chickens. I think it's the wrong chickens. I think there's some chickens over here. Unless I'm completely in the wrong zone. And oh, here we go. So we're gonna do this a few times. I think what was happening is you have to buy some special chicken feed. So we've got that here, and we're gonna go try this again and see if that's what does it. And get rid of these coyotes. And they're part of a quest, so great. Okay. Chicken. Nope. /chicken. And you just do this over and over. So we're going to see if we can get them to change now that we have the chicken feed. So I wasn't recording. It had all this going, and was just autopiloting through the macros in order to get it going for a while. But hey, you keep clucking at it, you give it some food, cheer, go through the steps, it gives you a quest. And now I get this chicken egg. Took too long, so sorry. We have this Westfall chicken. It's green, awesome, really cool that we got that. So now we can swap that chicken out for any of these if we wanted. But we got one of those. We also, this dropped earlier. Obviously, we're not going to use it, but I wanted to see. Wrong one. Can I doubt it, treat that as a skinning knife? No. Okay. It just had the same icon, so I didn't know if there was some overlap that it allows. So now that we've got that, we've got all of our stuff there, we're going to see here in Westfall who's available, what are some named or rares, and I think there's only one that I can see at least. So let's scan around. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of. So we're gonna go hunt for him. Right, we're gonna go see if this rare is around somewhere. He hasn't popped up so far. Someone else may have taken him out, which is totally fine, but it's this vulture. And we'll grab him. Where'd he go? Bye there. Okay. Dismiss. Stop mounting. Let's dismount. We're going to dismiss. I don't know if it's going to let me, because it's going to say I have too many pets already. Okay. We're going to rush back to Goldshire. It's right there. Can we tame him now? Yeah, there we go. All right. We got him. Named rare in the zone. Awesome. We have a fox and a vulture. Love it. I think that works out really well. We may grab some other ones that are just regular just to have, but Those are the ones we're going for. And then we're going to fly to this little spot right here. Just to, one, get the map and hit the fishing button a little bit. We want these pools. Or a school of fish, whatever. We want those. Higher chance of, yeah, a little bit better. We got a sagefish. Great, we'll take them. We'll figure out what they're worth. At least 2 gold right now. Awesome. We have to find a recipe for them and then see what they cook into. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so I'm going to fish a little bit and kind of check this zone out. Potentially do a little bit of clearing out the quest so we can kind of slowly get leveled up closer to the level 20. And then from there, we'll come up with a better plan of what we're going to do for this zone. Alright, while fishing, we got... oh, where did it go? There we go. This watertight trunk. So there, I believe there's a chance for some nice stuff here. So we're going to go ahead and open it and see what we get for our first one. Silver cloth, so about 3 to 4 gold there. Wool, another 1 to 2, depending, which is really nice. So like that's one of the things we're hoping to start getting in fishing a lot more. So the better we get our skill going, the higher we get that, obviously the better we get drops from the water. So I'm going to keep fishing. We're going to go run and do the next daily quest as well. We're going to keep doing those anytime that we have the availability to do that. There's another trunk. And the perfect timing, pool of water's out. So, our school, and the pool is out. Let's see what happens here in this last one. We'll open up again. We'll go do our daily fishing and cooking quest. So yeah, first few episodes, we're just going to be getting established, obviously. Big gulp. Let's see what we got. Fish up a royal monkfish from the moat in the Valley of Heroes, district of Stormwind. All right, we got to go fish up a locket. And so the Valley of Heroes. I think, yeah, it's just... oh, just up front. Okay. I didn't know if it was showing that just because, but I always like to check. So we just need to fish here. We'll come over to this little dock area. Nope, no schools. Let's see if we can get that fish quickly. That'd be nice. Oh, here we go. Quest item. There's our locket. I think there's some stuff in engineering. So I think when we can, we're going to figure out a way to get engineering and level that up. I mean, I guess I could just grab it right now because I don't think I have 2 of the core professions. Yeah, I don't have the second one, so I can get it just to look through. Oh, wrong guy.
Safe travels.
Be careful. Farewell.
I'll get bag of shiny things, and then we really want to make sure we're doing these because there's a chance in these teaches you the art of fish fighting. Yeah, okay, so this is where we start to get a little bit of some of these items that are going to support fishing. All right, ability, find fish. Perfect. So that's on there now, which is not huge in a sense of like, oh, we're going to make so much money right off the bat. That's going to help us when we start to go fly around and farm many more fish, especially down the line. It's just going to bring up those schools of fish.
For the Alliance.
4 sacks of confectioner's sugar.
See you around.
See what we get. All right, so we can get stuff in Dalaran, have everything. We can train. We'll leave unavailable there.
See you later.
And we're going to continue to
Hey there.
unlock what we can. And you know what? While we're here, no, wait, hold on. We can spend them here. I thought we were going to travel. This is great. We could actually start to look at this. Imported supplies. There's 4 pages of recipes. And we're going to want all of them. So what? There's 1, 2, 10 per page-ish. So 10, 20, 30, 1-ish, if I'm calculating right. And so that's going to be 31, and we'll say an average of, I don't think it went up to 5, an average of 3. It's about 93. Oh, man. And if we get 2 a day, it's going to take us about 2 months. About 2 months to unlock all these. I'm wondering if there's more ways we can get some of these. There might be some more cooking quests in the other areas, so we'll have to check those out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go keep clearing that zone. And it's going to be hard to level. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
You have a great day now.
This is what I want to look at. There's a potential. Yes. Okay. When applied, increases it by 10. Awesome. And another. So this is what I was hoping for. There's a couple of things here for fishing, and I think there's some other items where we can end up taming like mechanical beasts as well. So what's really nice is it kind of ties into both things that we're looking at. I'll find a way to level it. Any part of this challenge for me is just to have fun, right? I have touched engineering once in my time with WoW, and that was back in Burning Crusade when it came out. I think it was a Burning Crusade. I don't know. That basically around that time, long ago, and I leveled it to like 10 and said, "Oh, this is a lot," and kind of gave up after that. So another reason I'm just grabbing it is because it has some fishing support. So it's that, and get to kind of try it out. All right, I'm going to go clear these out, and we'll get back to some farming. I think we have the rare and the pet we would want from this zone. So we're kind of just leveling, and we can move to the next one. So I'll see you guys towards the end of clearing this stuff out. Also, while running around, I am looking to up the quality of my tiny harvester while leveling up a little bit. We're going to start looking at some better battle pets. We want to keep the level of what we have in line with the zone. So as we kind of go through them, right, pet level 3 to 4, 5 to 7, it kind of goes up as we do. So we're going to kind of circle around to connected zones and keep leveling these up and capturing them. And so I would really hope to get some blue, really something better than the gray, but just upping their stats. So as we do, nice win streak. Love it. We love a good achievement. As we do, we maybe get a little bit better quality of these pets. So if we look, 270, 228 for health, 34, 25, 36. Yeah, so the one we have currently equipped is much better. So we'll go ahead and release this one. Don't think we can, we can't cage it. Yeah. because this is another way. If we look here, and I'm not going to sell any of these. All right, well out farming for these quests, found a rare spawn. So we're just gonna.
It's too far away.
I know we caught him. We haven't fought him for any of the drops, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. See if we get anything that we can sell. Bones and gear. All right, we're gonna keep farming. Doing a little bit of the questing and killed a quest boss over here and got a recipe. So we're going to go ahead and learn that, but wanted to kind of pause in this and just share that we're finding some recipes, continuing working on our cooking while we're questing. We're going to keep clearing this out. We got the top half a little bit cleared on quests. Now we're working our way down slowly and just kind of getting rid of everything that we can. All right, just to give a little bit of an update of where we're at. Cleared out a few quests. We've been kind of just getting the zone cleared out. And what's nice is I found the edge here to have quite a few fishing spots. Some of them for the firefin snapper, which is great, but some of them are like debris. And I haven't fished in those. So I'm going to go explore that after I finish kind of turning some stuff in. We'll jump back in there, but I was cleaning up some stuff here, ran into the epic rare spawn, and here is what he dropped. All right, so this privateer's cape, and it came out as a purple. And so I could equip this, or its region sale average is about 950 gold. I may attempt just one time to post it just to start getting some gold going, because we really do need another mob jumping in. We really do need to start getting some of this gold going. I would like to also spend some time skinning, and it's my skinning is up enough where we're getting actual leather, so those are gonna be really nice. That's just not gonna be a high gold per hour, and so like the effort into it, well, to get our skill up is really good for this zone. We're gonna want to kind of work on getting our skill higher and getting better resources, and so that's why I haven't spent so much time like just straight leather farming yet. I want to try and keep pace with the skills. And so our classic skinning is at 81. Would love to try and push that towards 100. Nope, I don't want a cooking fire. Our cooking for classic is 82. And then our fishing journal, right here we go. For classic is 65. So classic, we need to do some more work on fishing. So I'm going to continue to wrap this up, but I just wanted to kind of just throw out, we just got that nice drop. It is worth potentially posting. I may look at what it is going for currently on the auction house. It may just be, someone's got it posted for like 5 or 10. People like to undercut a ton. This is the average for the last 60 days, I believe, for the regional average. The market value shows it is 2,400 here, but its sale rate is just awful. And I haven't collected this appearance, so I'm inclined to like just to equip it. A couple of other things when we've been kind of questing, few BOEs that we will just like throw on as we get them. We're not going to current time do any like BOE farming. I want to continue to focus on getting our skills up. And then engineering I have yet to start to think about, but I was looking through some of this stuff. Haven't made a plan for how to level that best yet. So we're going to keep going and get our fishing up once we clear stuff out. All right, we're here. Back in Stormwind, quest line took us here. I also emptied my bags. posted like 2 or 3 of the items, but I equipped the cape. I wanted the transmog and a little bit of the boost, so it's totally fine. We're going to put our Dan Pond set back on. And yes, apply. So we do end up having to spend gold when we do that, so we need to make sure we're watching that, but I like that. But one thing that I saw while flying over, we get to work with Robbie Flay again and do our daily cooking. Obtain 4 sacks of confectioner's sugar. Very much like the last one we did. I will take it. It was easy enough to just fly over, land, grab a sugar. Let me see. They only had the one, I believe. Bartender, he didn't sell any. But there was a merchant who did. And so if we just grab here, I think it was this one. The blue recluse. I think they had. I think he sold it. Yeah, he sold 2. All right, so we need one more. And yep, there it is. I knew it was going to be on the ground. So we got all 4. These daily quests, I'm assuming there's some other cooking quests in other areas. We just haven't hit any of the other major cities. I haven't done a ton of exploring for them yet. So we may, at some point, end up having like a routine of the multiple daily quests we could end up doing. So we'll go ahead and turn this in. But that was a nice little surprise to see that these were both back up.
See you later. For the Alliance. Greetings.
And I'm not going to go for these kind of supply packs. I think we're slowly going to make our way through the recipes. So I think I'm just going to slowly, as we get them, I want to make sure to see if any of these are like connected to the region at all before I start spending on them. Because I'd love to just be able to hunt or fish for the items needed to make them. Let's do our fishing
Looking
quest.
for something specific? Have a good one.
Royal monkfish from a moat.
Farewell.
Okay, it's the
Well met.
same one. We'll take that. We ended up getting that one pretty quick, actually. There we go. We got it. And find out if it's in there. It is not. Okay. We got to keep going. Let's throw Bobble on. I'm going to go do some of this. Hopefully we'll get it on this next one. And once we're done with this, there we go. I want to go back to Westfall and fish along the west coast, basically. And hit those pools, see if we can get our skill up. Because we don't want to leave. I'll have to confirm if we can actually get past or up to 100 in Westfall.
Safe travel.
My hope is we can.
See you around.
And so let's open this. We got something good. Swiftness potion and Higgs's news. But we got it 1 gold. See, I think our dailies are going to slowly start to go up and benefit us in some way. Classic cooking 100. We want to do that so we can obviously get our recipe. But I'm going to head back to Westfall and do some fishing, and we'll check in once I get done with that. All right, we're back on the coast. Kind of wanted to quickly fly over and just kind of show what I was seeing a little bit. And fly over. Here we go. I'm not seeing too many more of them. There was a pool of fish back there. I know the spawns change. Another. Maybe there's not as many. When I was questioning, it seemed like, okay, maybe they've all come up here. Yeah, so there's quite a few that we can fish from. It's going to be really nice. So this is what I wanted. Floating debris. I've never seen that. Obviously, in fishing, there's some fish around it. So let's start our journey on this one, and I'm gonna fish for a little bit and see what we get. Hopefully, see our skill go up from this. If not, I need to start researching where we can level up our fishing. So we're just gonna keep hopping between them. We're gonna have to fight probably to keep everything cleared off of it, but it's fine. This Murloc Hunter is going to get in the way. Perfect. Ooh, a short bow. I mean, I do need a weapon upgrade at some point. That would give us 3 damage. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need the transmog right away. But we're gonna keep we're gonna get back to fishing. Okay, this is what we're hoping for. I don't know if you caught that, but the oily blackmouth is, oh, I think there's a few more of them. I hit that when I shouldn't have. But if we look at this, the sale average is 14 and 692 a day generally sell. I really like that. Now it's showing as 11 gold on the server, and we're gonna sell it at whatever it's going for. So we're not gonna move it to a different server. But I believe this is the one in alchemy, that it can be used in alchemy. So it'd be really nice if, as you see there down on the bottom, that 3 gold up to 60. I'd love that kind of mid-range, that 24. That's what we want to start catching. This is where I think fishing could start to make some money for us. And then we have a trunk. So let's see what's in there. And yeah, just material already. Like this is what we want to see. And I think what's going to happen is as our fishing goes up higher, like I was saying before, I think it's just going to give us better fish, better drops. And I'm excited to see how much we can actually make from it. We could just have this running, this loot appraiser reloaded, and it will take the region market value average of what we're farming and what we've done this time, and take a little bit of a timestamp, a little bit of the estimated value, all of that type of stuff, and kind of calculate what I was going to do anyways. So we're just going to go ahead and let that run with it. And I'm just going to do a little bit of time up and down this coast, and we'll look at what that looks like cleaning these out. I mean, already, right, just from that little bit, 37 estimated gold, which is already something that we're really liking. Do need to check cooking to see if those are in it or if it's alchemy, because I think I will lean leveling and cooking something first and then selling the excess once it doesn't give us skill, before we kind of just jump to fully dumping it. So that way we have that, at least in these starting zones, because what's going to happen is as we start to move to the next zones, I want our profession skills to keep up with it. And so I think the school of fish that we're getting is pretty nice. It's only 2 minutes and we're at 62 gold already, like estimated. It's not true value until we convert it. And so yeah, so we're gonna get a couple of fish like that. The slither skin worth 4 silver. And that's why I was really excited about getting those oily blackmouth. That's 12 gold versus 4 silver. It's a huge difference, and it's definitely worth me reapplying the bobble or nightcrawler. So let's see, by 5, yeah, we're gonna go nightcrawler this time, and this lasts for 10 minutes. All right, let's do some farming. All right, I had to come all the way back down. I'm wondering if I wonder if they're not like a fast respawn. But man, this one's surrounded. So we're gonna clear these guys out. We're gonna take this one out just as well. But so far, the 8 minutes we've been doing this, 10 minutes, we're sitting at about 250. So not too bad. That's gonna impact it a little bit. But 250, an average of what, 2,500 an hour, if everything was the same fish. But it's not. It's a firefin snapper, so that's gonna go down slowly. So a couple different pools. So it does look like they have a chance of a couple spawning, which is nice. We are at 83 in the 10 minutes we've been doing this. I was hoping to go for about an hour, but I don't want to just fish the water. I want to fish these pools because those are going to have a little more value, I feel, than the water around it. And so I think we might be clearing all of them out, and they may be on some sort of spawn timer. So we'll clear out what we've got, and then we'll check there. We just got a really great item. It's 8 gold, but we needed a bag. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that in and start replacing some of these bags that are 6 slot with the ones. I just realized that we had that as well. So now we've got our bags updated a little bit just from that trunk. Those trunks I think are going to be really nice in helping add just a little bit of extra value. But we just got a really nice item here. Plans, Frost Tiger Blade. It's a 0.02 sell rate, so it's not bad. It's blacksmithing. We're not going to take blacksmithing, but we got it from fishing. We are going to be posting that on the auction house. I'm going to count that as fishing gains, which is really nice. So I'll be really excited to see if we can get that sold and start getting our gold value up, because we're looking at 170, which is great compared to the 0 we started at. But that right there is a huge benefit. I'm going to need to go look into what these crates can drop. I don't know if it's like random world drop type items or what. But it's a big win, a nice noteworthy item, and our farming tool called it out. So Loot Appraiser Reloaded is what I'm using if you wanted to check it out for your own farming. But that's really nice. Super excited to get that. All right, just a few left. So after these 3, we're going to go ahead and head to Stormwind. All right, here we are. It took about 25 minutes to get through those. We're sitting at an estimated loot value of 25,000. So that's not bad. Obviously, big one came from this recipe for blacksmithing. And so what we're going to do, we're going to open this for the potential at the pearl. Nope, we just got the claiming. That's fine. So we'll stop. Sounds good there. And we're going to auction. I'm just going to throw things up as they are. Ooh, see? That's what happens. Right? It took the... Oh, by the way, yeah, it was taking the region value. I also switched it to market value. I don't think it refreshed. No, it didn't refresh. So that's going to play a part in that as well. So we will kind of next time have a little bit better. But I'm not looking to try and flip them. But that's also my heart. Disappointing. And market value shows 34 for this one. So we are going to do 160 just to see if we can get it going. We are going to put our Leather here, we're going to do it at the current. So we'll get all these going, and then we'll switch over to TSM and look at how much we've got posted total. We have about 3,000 posted, which is really great. We already had the herb cell, which is awesome. We have our fish there. We've got our snapper, which is awesome. So we're gonna let this go overnight, and I think this is a perfect stopping point. And we could just kind of take a little bit of inventory of where we're at. We have 3,000 posted. We have 170 in gold, which is really great. We have level 22. We hit 81 in skinning. I'm going to work on that before leaving Westfall. We have hit our classic 98 in fishing. I don't want the cooking fire, I want cooking. And then we have hit 83 in our classic cooking. So we could probably hit 100. You know what? Let's see if we can hit 100 before we sign off. But we could probably hit 100 in cooking. And I'm going to kind of take this to the next zone, or the next thought of where do we go from here, right? Where am I? Oh, cooking fire. There is no cooking fire here. They got rid of it there. That's fine. You know what we'll do? We'll go find a cooking fire. Come back here to where we started the episode after we got mugged by this ambusher. Now that we've kind of leveled up a bit. Oh, that cooking fire will not let us. It's fine. Here we are back at the inn. I got transformed by some of the people back there. We're back where we started our journey just because the cooking fire is there and I accidentally used it and have a cooldown. So we're actually we're gonna use all of these that we can, and we're gonna see if we get any skill up from the green. Don't think we will. Oh, we did. So we're gonna go through these and see what we get for our final cooking skill before we start heading off to more areas and hunting for more recipes. I also, you know what? I think next episode I will grab all the things and see if it shows any recipes that we don't have. It would be nice to find out. Yup, I figured we wouldn't get any from those, but these should be guaranteed. All right, 96. That's what we got to. It's not bad. We sold all this, or we cooked all that. So many people. I'm glad I'm not lagging. Stuff is selling. We're going to get out of this zone. And what we're going to do is we will start back in Westfall next time. And we're going to see if we're missing any recipes. We're going to do a few more pet battles just to kind of get our level for pet level, just kind of all across those ones, an average of 5. And then we'll put together a team and maybe get 6 of them up to 5. So we have 6 that we can work with. And I'm going to do a little bit more skinning to get that up, get that in line with the others, close to that 100, because right now I think it's... I don't know why I started the fight. I would hope that, hopefully we just get a skill up from it. Yeah, so we're at 82. Get that closer, not too much further to go, and we will go from there. But I'm excited to see that fishing through those containers might have an early value for us, and so that helps me when I'm thinking about what's out there, because that's not too bad. I know, obviously, right, it wasn't the 1,800. We had the wrong value. It's fine. I did go change those settings to the market value, and so we'll have that there. I may look through these settings to see if there's anything nice with that? Any sort of type of things that might stand out for what we're doing? I don't need anything with the TSM groups, but kind of what we're pulling from. My hope is that we find the right balance there. So thanks guys for watching. So subscribe if you like it. Leave a comment of what you think about it so far. Let me know if you like fishing or not. That's kind of one of the key things. And share any tips that you have around fishing or cooking in WoW, because they're new to me, and so I'm studying it up in between filming and kind of recording these episodes. So looking forward to the next one. Thanks guys.